Hello everyone, and welcome to Small Business Management, a course with Southern New Hampshire University. I am Professor Conrad, and I look forward to exploring this very unique business world with you over the next 8 weeks. And I want to take just a moment just to introduce myself. I live in West Virginia on a small farm, and I am out here in the early morning, Monday morning, on my front porch enjoying the beautiful weather. I'm so excited for summer. My primary focus is on marketing. However, I have done a lot of work with small businesses throughout my practitioner years, and so I have a lot of experience in regards to this type of business entity. And each week I will share with you just a short video to kind of recap what we're going to do, what information we're going to cover. I'm not going to regurgitate everything from the readings because I know that you are all very dedicated adult students, and you will have no problem reading the material on your own. So, but I will kind of highlight some different things. And to get started with week 1, we're going to jump into understanding the characteristics of a small business and their role in the U.S. economy. Their small business companies are a growing trend and represent more than 99% of all employees in the United States. Small businesses have created 64% of the net jobs over just the past 15 years, so they're growing a lot. Full-time businesses and self-employed businesses represent almost 27 million small businesses in the United States. 27 million. Compare that to the 18,000 businesses that we consider a large company that have over 500 or more employees. So they do play a huge role in our economy. We're also going to look at the steps in preparing for a small business ownership and how you can ensure success as a small business venture. We're going to look at the most common reasons that a small business may fail. Unfortunately, a lot of them do. But, if we look at how others fail, perhaps we can avoid those mistakes. We're going to look at the differences between a small business manager and an entrepreneur. There's some slight differences in there. Look at the advantages and disadvantages of self-employment. And we're going to describe the 3 main forms of ownership: a sole proprietor, partnership, and a corporation, and the unique features of each one. So to help you better understand these concepts, please do read chapters 1 and 11, as well as chapters 2 and 4 in the Harvard Business Review textbook that's provided for you free through our Brightspace course. And you're also provided a case study on Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, which that is always a great example for us to look at how it started out as a small business and grew into this mega corporation that they are today. So after you've read all that information and you've soaked in all those great details and everything and concepts on small businesses, do your discussion post for this week, and with it you're going to think of a small business or an entrepreneur with whom you are familiar, someone that you know that's running a small business or is working as an entrepreneur. And if this could be a local service provider that you've used for years, maybe it could be a restaurant, maybe a gas station, maybe a daycare center. There's all kinds of examples out there that you could choose from. And I want you to describe that entrepreneur and the traits and characteristics that they exhibit. And then think about you. Would you rather be in business for yourself, or would you rather work for someone else? That's a great question to ask yourself. And then tell us why. Why would you prefer to be the boss? Or why would you prefer to follow someone else's directions? So think about that. Just a reminder on discussion posts, your initial post is due by midnight on Thursday, and then you are to respond to 2 classmates by Sunday night. And the deadline for discussion posts is Sunday night. You cannot submit anything late and have that graded. It's an automatic 0. There is no late submission for discussion posts. So please do keep that on your schedule. I know you've been doing online courses through Southern New Hampshire a lot, so I don't think we'll have any issues with that, but just as a reminder, okay? Then what you're going to be doing is each week you'll be doing a small part of your overall business plan that will be submitted in week 7. All right. So this week with milestone 1, you're going to do a project proposal and company information. And you need to begin thinking about a business idea on which you can base your plan. This could be a hypothetical business, maybe something that you really want to do, or maybe it's a small business that you've already started, or it could be a real company that you want to use as your focus. This is a great opportunity that if you someday want to do a small business, this project is perfect to use to develop you a plan. And this business can be based on a product, specific product, or it can be based on a service, or probably a combination of the two, as that seems to be a growing trend in the business world as well. Customers like to have a service as well as the product, so keep that in mind. For this assignment, you just need to submit a brief paragraph or 2 on the reasons for your selection. And you want to note in particular the product or service that you sell. You want to describe this kind of in detail. And include as well the type of ownership that you've chosen for your business and why. Are you going to do the sole proprietor? Are you going to do a partnership? Or would you consider a corporation? And explain why you would select that particular type of ownership. What is the benefit to you with that type of selection? And when you do complete these milestones, I will provide you with feedback, and I encourage you strongly to look at that feedback and incorporate it into adjustments or improvements on that, as you will use it later on for your business plan. And you want to do a knockout job on that business plan and get a phenomenal grade. So that wraps up this week in a nutshell, pretty much. A lot of reading, I know, but this will give you a good solid foundation for the rest of the course. So please, please do read those 4 chapters thoroughly, and each week read the case study that's provided to help give you a good understanding of a real life example of the concepts we're covering. And then next week, we're going to jump into ethics in business, which is really cool. I always like to look at ethics in companies that have done it wrong and companies that have done it right and these kind of things. And then we'll do an environmental and an industrial analysis on the company that you've started with this week, so we can see what's going on out there in the external world that you need to be aware of. Okay? So good luck, and I'm excited to see discussion posts and get to know everybody better. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me via email. All right? And we will be talking with you soon. Have fun. Bye.